Guys, Messi. Gotta talk about him. Guys, Messi in MLS is a huge deal. Whether you know much about football, which I'm assuming most of you do because you're watching this, or if you don't, you know that Messi's a big deal. Um, Messi, that's huge, man, in MLS. And we finally got to see what he's gonna do. We had a little taste in this League's Cup. Dude's got, what is it, 3 goals and 2 assists in 2 games? Not even 2 full games. That free kick goal against Cruz Azul, insane, man. I mean, I've been a Real Madrid fan my whole life, so Messi has terrorized me for years and years. So when he stepped up to that free kick, I knew he was gonna do it, but I really didn't want to believe it. But I just freaking knew, and sure enough, he did it. He delivered. He got that last-minute banger against Cruz Azul, and then he just absolutely just pooped on Atlanta without even really trying. Guys, it's such a big deal, man. We've got the best player, probably the best player of all time in our league now. He showed us a little sample size of what he can do in MLS. This is huge, guys. I mean, look at all the celebrities and shit that were out there in that game. And even in the second game. You know, we see this stuff like in NBA, like in the playoffs all the time, like when the Lakers play and things like that. But this just felt different. You know, the way that all these people showed up, man. It's crazy. Like seeing people like LeBron James and Kim Kardashian and all those freaking people. I don't give a fuck about them, but you know, just seeing them show up, just watching Messi, like being surprised, being shocked, being in awe of Messi. Just incredible, man. Like Messi, like I said, he's been terrorizing my whole life. I've been a Real Madrid fan forever. I remember when he first made his debut for Real Madrid. Yeah, I'm a little old, but anyways, guys, it's just wow. Like this is huge for the league, and then with this Apple deal that they're doing, and just people are gonna sign up because they want to watch Messi. Like, look at the tickets in Miami. They're like 200, I think, $400 the cheapest. They were even more expensive when this was first announced that Messi was coming. You know, it's crazy. It's ludicrous. And he's playing in the stadium that's just over 18,000 capacity compared to like Camp Nou that was like 90K almost. Like, you know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy to see this. And honestly, this is the biggest signing and biggest moment of North American soccer, or at least American soccer ever. Like, this is bigger than Pelé. This is bigger than David Beckham. You know, Pelé came, he was basically already retired. Like, I believe he'd been retired for a year or two when he came into our league. And David Beckham, he was going, you know, on a downward trend. And he had the star power, you know, people know who he is. He had the looks and everything. But he was not the best player in the world at the time. And, you know, Messi might not be right now, but Messi has been basically the best player in the world for many, many years now, for well over a decade. And it's just crazy to see a player like this show up in our league. I honestly never thought we'd see Messi here. I thought he was going to go back to Barcelona because he absolutely loves that club, obviously. But I guess things just didn't work out, so he didn't go back to Barcelona. So, you know, I did not. Like, I bet that he was not going to end up here. I thought Ronaldo would, to be honest. So I got that very much wrong. He's in the Saudi league, and he's definitely endorsed it. You know, he says it's better than MLS. Whatever. Might be, who knows. We haven't really seen Saudi or MLS clubs play each other, so we wouldn't really know. I would probably bet that in terms of players, you know, world-class players and in their prime, probably Saudi league would be above us. But anyways, Messi, guys, it's remarkable, honestly, to see what he's been doing already. You know, the man, and then, you know, Busquets too. They got Busquets. He's looked great in the midfield, but it's just Messi. It's such a big deal, guys. I hope you guys understand, like, how big it is. Like, I can't even express how huge of a deal this is, having Messi in the league and seeing what he's done already. Because you kept hearing all that stuff about him having to acclimate and get used to, like, playing in South Florida and playing in MLS and all this and that. Well, here you go, dude. 3 goals in 2 games. Hasn't skipped a beat. It's going to be interesting, though, when we see him travel to go play, like, in Atlanta or New York. I don't know what Miami's rest of the schedule looks like in the league. When they come here to the Bay, or when they come to the Bay Area, play the Earthquakes, I don't think they're going to play that at PayPal Park. It's only 18,000. I think they're probably going to try to sell out Levi's if Messi's going to be here. Plus, we got the real grass here. I don't know if he's going to be playing in turf because a lot of the players in the past wouldn't play in turf, like Thierry Henry and a couple other guys. But that's going to be interesting to see what happens. We still got a little under half the season left in MLS. Miami, they're in a rough spot. It's going to be hard for them to make it into the playoffs, even though like half the league makes it into the playoffs, but they're just so behind. But right now, they're looking great. Their defense maybe isn't the absolute best, but they got Messi, man. They could win games 4-3, 5-4. It doesn't matter, even if they concede, because they got Messi. But also having Busquets in front of that front or that back line, that helps a lot, having Busquets there. That's a big deal too. Obviously, he's not going to get the buzzer on him like Messi, but that's still a really big player to have. Busquets is a fantastic player. I hated him too when he was at Barcelona, but he's a big deal. But Messi, man, like, what a big deal, bro. It's crazy. I was away. I was on a trip when they played that first game against Cruz Azul, and I literally took time out of my trip. People were waiting on me. They're like, "Hey, you got to get ready." I was like, "No, I want to watch this because I have a feeling Messi's gonna come on." They're like, "Oh, you won't come on till like the last 15 minutes or so," but then obviously he came in like, what was it, like the 60th or something, and then he scored that absolute banger in the end. So it was worth it. It was worth being late to what I had to do. So I was literally on a trip. I paused everything I was doing that day and just watched that because I really want to see this, because this was a huge moment. It's an enormous moment in North American soccer, just huge. Football in our region, this is only going to help it grow. Like, people are tuning in from all over the world because they want to see Messi, and I saw like the videos of people leaving the stands early. They're already up 4-0, but I mean, I get it too. I mean, most people are here to see Messi. We're bullshitting ourselves when we say they're not. They're here for Miami. No, they're here for Messi for sure. It's the Messi buzz, man. And everywhere he goes, it's going to be a sellout. It's going to be huge. And then next season, when he's here the whole season, it's going to be huge, man. Like, even bigger. I mean, Messi, he might be playing in the 2026 World Cup. We don't know yet. But it's a huge deal. And it's absolutely fantastic to see a player like Messi here in the league. I mean, more people are going to follow because it's Messi. People want to see Messi. They want to see the big players like the Saudi League. People followed Ronaldo, and we're going to see a few more players here. MLS, even though we have the big bucks, we don't have the same money as the Saudi teams, so we probably won't be seeing the guys like Marcelo Brozovic leave Inter, who was just in the Champions League final, come here. But we'll still see some pretty big players. We got also our roster rules, which I kind of like. I kind of don't sometimes. They help keep the league stable. It's important to keep the league stable. We don't want it to happen what happened with the old NASL. Sorry, that's kind of a mouthful. You guys should read up on that, by the way. It's pretty interesting stuff what happened back. That's the league that Pelé played in with the Cosmos. But yeah, guys, I mean, it's huge. Sorry, this is my dog. That's huge, though, having Messi here and to see what he's going to do in MLS for the rest of the season is going to be fascinating. Leagues Cup, kind of interesting. I'm kind of mad about it, honestly, because it interrupted my team's season. And we're going to make the playoff, or it looks like we're going to make the playoffs, and we're doing kind of decent. So I'm kind of mad interrupted that because my team looked good, which are the Earthquakes. But you see it back there, Earthquakes. But yeah, I'm kind of mad about it, but it's whatever. They want to make more money, and they're going to make even more money because Messi is in this. Miami could very much win it, but there's some tough Mexican teams in it, like Monterrey and America. America looked great against St. Louis. St. Louis looked like a first-year team against America, very much. But Messi, guys, I mean, what do you think? What do you think about Messi? How is he? What kind of impact is he going to have? How's he impressed you so far? Just let me know your thoughts down there, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But yeah, let me know about your thoughts down there, and we'll have a discussion about Messi. It's fascinating. It's a really big deal in our soccer here, in our football. But anyways, y'all have a good one.